So basically, Ted is the guy who goes around in Soho and asks people what they do for a living. How did you come up with the idea?
Scene in Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith's walking through Wall Street. He sees a guy in a suit like walk out of his job into a red Ferrari.
Okay.
And Will Smith is homeless, so he's like, what do you do and how'd you do it? And so that's actually how I started asking the question.
You were doing that for how long before Adam Sandler hit the phone out of your face?
That's a good question. Do for a living. They say don't meet your idols, right? Whatever.
Because then you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit drunk. I've been drinking all day.
Isn't that where all the sugar babies go? Never publicly said this about my Ed Sheeran video. What do you do for a living? For Milan Fashion Week, Hugo Boss actually invited me to come down and do a whole shoot where I saw you and we went together.
Yeah, we did. My best friend was styling for Hugo Boss. He was like, yes. And I was like, hello, well, I'm in Milan with you. Obviously, get me in. And he's like, I'm trying so hard I can't. And then who was my second option? I was like, perfect. Ted's in town.
I'm down to be your second option. I think being your second option is like more than people's first option.
I was your second option. I'm showing up to Hugo Boss. I'm like, how am I getting in here? I'm like, okay, Ted said he put me on the list. And then you text me and you say this name. And I was like, I
gave you a different girl's name to say.
You gave me a different girl's name to
Wow.
say. And I was like, wow, how desperate am I to get in Hugo Boss? Desperate. So I'm like, great.
I am now Erica.
You're listening to the X Podcast. The X you keep coming back to.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the X Podcast. We're in New York today, and we're interviewing a guest who is 30 minutes late, so that's fucking rude, first of all. So you can explain to everyone why you're 30 minutes late.
I'd like if you like introduced me like James Bond, like my last name first, and then my first name.
What is your last name?
My last name, then my first name, then my first and last name together. That would be. It would just sound great to me. Can you do that for me?
Your last name, Zhar? Ted?
It's not Zhar. It's really Zarnitsky, but it's Zhar on social media.
Well, I only know you through social
Should be like
media.
like Bond, James Bond. Can you do the same for me?
No. If you're in New York City and you're in the Soho area, you'll probably see him around harassing people. He goes up to people and he's like, what do you do for a living? And people are just like annoyed and they're like, hey, let me just answer. Because like he's there, right?
I always said in Sleep with Drake. Let's hear that story at Drake's party in Toronto. What happened?
Ted, we're not doing this. First of all, I never went to Drake's party.
That's not what I heard.
I've never been to Drake's house.
Takes
I'm not
one to
Drake's
know,
type. Drake likes thick girls.
Drake has no type. Bad bitches is the only things that he likes.
Drake loves thick girls. I've seen him with girls. He loves thick girls.
You're pretty voluptuous.
I'm not thick, though.
You're thick with like one C.
Thick. Okay. So
That is how you say it, yeah.
yeah. So sorry guys, this episode's going everywhere already. But I want to talk about actually you. Not Drake, if that's okay.
Okay, same person, but like who's counting?
You want to be a rapper so bad. It's
You
so
want me to
sad.
spit? You want me to spit some lyrics?
It's so sad.
I'll rap on your show. I have no problem.
Ted, I don't want to talk about you.
26 inches,
being
bitch, I'm sitting crooked. Old school Chevy Facet in the silver bullet.
Okay.
Strawberry paint.
So basically, Ted is the guy who goes around in Soho and asks people what they do for a living.
Yeah, but like, who wants to hear about that?
Yeah, no, everyone.
People know what I do. Let's get into the dirt. So
No,
like,
no,
who you
no,
seeing
no,
these
no. We
days?
have to talk about that.
No, this is my interview.
No.
That's
exactly. I'm
Shoes on
interviewing
the
you.
other
I
foot.
choose the questions.
The tables have
not turned.
turned.
Absolutely not. When did you start?
Well, ever since my great uncle's morgue, I've always been curious about what people do for a living. So I've been asking people what they do for a living ever since I was in diapers.
Okay, but when did you start with a camera?
Oh, COVID.
COVID?
Like 2020.
And
yeah.
like what, like how did you come up with the idea?
Honestly, it's the scene from, so I didn't come up with the idea.
Okay.
And that's not me. I know you're thinking like, oh, I knew he stole it. I knew he stole the idea.
That's not what I said.
That's my best impression of you, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
And my friend loves this scene from The Pursuit of Happiness with Will
Yeah.
Smith prior to the Chris Rock smack.
Okay.
And there's this scene in The Pursuit of Happiness where like Will Smith is homeless and he's walking around Wall Street.
Yeah. I watched the movie. Oh.
I'm really sorry.
30 minutes late and came with McDonald's, guys.
You got me the beer, so you were asking for this.
No, you asked for the beer. Difference.
That is true, because you're so beautiful and I'm nervous around you and I need to calm my nerves.
Well, that's why it's here.
Yep, it's doing a good job.
Okay, so Pursuit of Happiness.
So Pursuit of Happiness, there's this scene where Will Smith is like...
You know you don't have to make up this whole fake story. You
no,
can just... Okay.
I swear, this is a real story. And like if you like see any other interviews of me talking about how I thought of the idea, I always say this story because it's the truth.
I haven't watched them.
Scene in Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith's walking through Wall Street. He sees a guy in a suit like walk out of his job into a red Ferrari.
Okay.
And Will Smith is homeless, so he's like, what do you do and how'd you do it? And the guy, that's when in the movie Will Smith gets inspired to start his own business because this guy says like he sells stocks and whatever, and then Will Smith decides to apply for the same company.
Okay.
So my friend just loves that scene so much that like growing up we used to like always walk around my community and be like, there's a lot of like nice cars in my community. Humble flex.
Yeah, I was just gonna
when I lived there.
Yeah.
And so we'd always go to the drivers and be like, what did you do and how'd you do it?
How'd you do it?
And so that's actually how I started asking the question. And I saw, like, I was doing TikTok at the time, making videos of my mom mostly, and then my friend saw a gray Ferrari in New York City, and he's like, yo, why don't you just like ask him the question we always ask and put it on TikTok? And I did. The guy's like, I own a pharmacy, and it got like over 1 million views, and that's where What Do You Do for a Living was born.
Interesting. So you're the founder of this.
Yeah.
So before like they started going into New York apartments and kind of being like, show me your apartment, you were the founder.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the founder of, that's probably like MTV Cribs, like that idea. But
right, but like you probably paved the way for like, you know.
And I'm not like a founder because I don't have like a startup, you know. But
right.
like, it's all creative property at the end of the day. Anyone could steal anything, anyone could do whatever they want on social media. But yeah, did I start asking people what they do for a living on social media? Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And that was during COVID.
Yeah.
And so basically the video went viral, 1 million views, and you're like, okay, I have something here. And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah. And then a lot of people started taking the idea and they kind of like froze. I didn't make any videos for like 2 years. And then only when I moved.
Oh, really? You stopped for 2 years when you saw people were copying you?
Yeah.
But why would you stop when you know that you're the...
Because like I didn't know what was going on. Like I was just joking around. Like TikTok just came out. I wasn't like making money off the videos at first, you know.
Right.
I just like
I
thought the whole thing was a joke. Even like when the other people took it and got so big from it, I'm like, whatever, like they're probably not making money from it. But then I realized they were making real money from it, and
you're like, wait a minute.
Oh shit, that could have been me. I got to come back somehow. And then only when I moved into New York City, I was just like walking around the East Village, and I'm like, what is just like everyday people do for a living? And I dropped the cars, and they just started asking people on the street. Started that too.
Okay, and. Okay, so you were doing that for how long before Adam Sandler hit the phone out of your face?
That's a good question. Not that long. Like
not that long.
Maybe like 5 videos before.
Really? So it was really recent.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I thought that was like years in.
No. It was early on, like when I started asking people on the street.
Okay, wait. But who was the first celebrity you went up to and you're like, hey, I'm going up right now, but I'm nervous. I'm pulling out my phone. Because you have to have a certain type of character to be able to like have the balls to go up to someone. Already to go up to a celebrity is like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, but like to go up with a camera when like they don't like that shit is, you have to have a certain personality.
Certain. I like the way you say certain. Let's do it together. Certain personality. Certain.
Like
it's like you're saying like this old man has a tan. Like certain.
Maybe it's the Canadian in me.
Yeah, it is. Do you have a lot of Canadians in you?
Continue.
Drake's Canadian, right?
I never hooked up with Drake. I don't know what you're.
Okay.
What you're
this will
doing
only
right
make you more famous, Alessia.
Hello, I have never hooked up with him, and I would never. He's actually not my type.
What's your type? Damn,
we're gonna cut that out.
I'm gonna spill my drink.
We're gonna cut that out.
I think we're just learning a lot about you. Alessia.
No,
we're figuring out who you really are.
Well, you
as a
keep
person.
saying that I'm into Drake, and I'm telling you he's not my type.
Enough about me and Drake. Let's talk about you.
No.
I'm a sponsored baby, duh.
Let's talk about everyone's favorite sponsor, Joy Mode. Joy Mode helps with, it just supports healthy blood flow, erection firmness and quality if you're a guy, and it just supports sexual wellness. Like, I know we're willing to give this to the men and say, here, take it to get your willy up, but this is also really good for women to have a good, healthy blood flow. It's always good, you know, to have your blood flowing through your body before a workout, or if you're not working out, then you especially need this. And it's just something to add to your everyday. I tried it today and it tastes like lemonade. It is so freaking good. The ingredients are 100% natural, and there's 10 packets in each bag. And listen, guys, I have a discount code for you because I don't sell you guys short. So use my discount code XThePodcast at checkout to receive 20% off to change your everyday life. Enjoy.
The ex you keep coming back to.
You idolized Adam Sandler growing up.
Yeah, he's
so
the
you
man.
were nervous about going with the camera for that one.
No, because I idolized him, you know. So I thought he was gonna be like Billy Madison, and like how he is in the movies, you know, all nice and stuff.
No, that's so he's actually an actor. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah,
but he's acting in the movie. So who he is, you know, on film.
That's why he's
different.
like that.
No, he's just different than who you thought he was.
Well, I had to find out the hard way, and you know, they say.
Well, we'll give you a minute.
They say don't meet your idols, right? Whatever.
Because then you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Besides,
okay, I'll give you the whole rundown.
Yes,
I was
please.
filming videos in Soho, and I was there like almost
Soho.
like every day at the time. And yeah, I get it. I have a New York accent. What was the word you said you couldn't say before?
Certain.
Sartan. And I became like friends with like all the bodyguards in Soho because got a little drip there. It's a good spot. It's a good spot for some drip. And
for some drinky.
Yes, slurp it up later. Why not?
Okay,
Cameras
go
aren't
on. Focus.
And I was in Soho. I was talking to a bodyguard outside of Acme, and he's like, "Dude, don't look now, but Adam Sandler's right behind you." And of course, I looked now, and I immediately turned around. He was crossing the street, like literally walking right towards me. I'm like, "This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity." And I just immediately took out my phone, walked right up to him. What do you do for a living? And not a lot of people see this in the video, but like he was blasted. Like I don't know what this dude was on. He was not on alcohol or weed. He was on something else. His eyes were like the devil's dick. Like
really?
I've never seen.
What do you think he was on?
PCP or some shit. I have no
What
idea.
is PCP? I don't know much about drugs.
like angel dust.
And
I'm
what
joking.
is that?
Like I guess like
is that like a
LSD? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't really even know what angel dust is. He probably wasn't on that, but
you're stirring up some shit now.
Yeah, he was really fucked up. And like he was just trying to chill with this boy. I could tell him like, "What do you do for a living?" And then you could watch the video, plug it in right here.
I will.
Like, what's up, dude? Mr. Adam Sandler, what do you do for a living?
What's up, dude?
What do you do for a living? I'm like, what do you do for a living? He just smacks my phone.
Oh my! Did you talk to him after that?
And then after,
you're like, I swear I'm your biggest fan. He's like,
yeah, basically, I'm like, dude, Adam, like I'm so sorry. I just like was trying to get it for a video, and he literally, in the most Adam Sandler fashion, gives me a knuckle sandwich. He's like, and just walks away.
No,
I swear.
Pretty iconic though.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was talking to you, you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna upload it. You were hesitant about it at the beginning. I remember that. No, am I crazy? You were like, maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna post that.
Did I meet you before, like when I took that
video?
Video? Oh yeah, it might have been
like
even the same day. Because I was like always in Soho at that time.
Soho. I'm always in Soho.
You want to start talking about accents?
Okay, wait. But you weren't gonna post it, and then what made you? Because I remember I was like, no, post it. You have to. It's gonna go viral.
Yeah, because that was, I think, like my first big celebrity in my phone at the time, and it obviously
really
wasn't.
No, you had others. I guess they were probably like B-list celebrities.
No, because like I was just like doing videos in like the East Village and Saha, and like I was just getting like random people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like have anyone big, and then he wasn't in the best light. So I was just like, am I really gonna make Adam Sandler look bad? I really thought I was gonna look bad. I thought everyone was gonna go against me. Like, why the fuck are you like?
No,
but
I
everyone
told you
ripped
they
him
wouldn't.
apart.
Sure.
But I didn't want either to happen, you know. So I just like I held it for like 2 or 3 months before I posted it.
I remember. I was like, just put it on Snapchat. You're gonna make a bunch of money.
I did.
And you did.
Boy, did I.
Yeah. You want to drop the number?
Millions.
Relax.
Millions and millions of
views.
pennies.
of views.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, millions and millions of views.
Who else have you caught on camera that you were like, whoa, this is like a big moment for me?
Well, like not staged or staged?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that after. Not
Yeah.
staged for now.
Just like saw them walking the street.
And you're like, hey, what's up? Because now they're getting a bit
Like
too... Hold on. Now they're getting a little bit staged, which is like less authentic. And now it's like, okay, we know they're actually writing to you now. Like, you know, you can tell. Which I know, like, for your ego, you're like, I love it. But like for the people watching, just to know.
I like how you say writing to you. It sounds so traditional. Is that like how they speak in Canada?
You're bashing me today.
No,
I
I actually do like it. Like oh, I'm gonna write you. I think it's so.
I'm gonna write to you.
So there's so much charisma in that.
Yeah.
It's like writing a letter. You know, it's.
I'm gonna write a letter. Okay, White Chicks.
Is that? Oh, that's from White Chicks.
Yeah. You don't watch.
You kind of look like a
movie,
white chick right now.
I
like
am.
after they like changed, like got in character. You know, like you're trying to look like a white chick. You know.
So answer the question.
What's the question?
Who did you like bump into after Adam Sandler? Before it was staged? Like who else have you kind of like went up to with a camera? I guess you're not scared after that, right? After Adam Sandler beats the fuck out of you.
You gotta face your fears.
Yeah. That's one way to face them.
Yeah. Face first.
Yeah.
So knuckle sandwich. I'll never forget that. I wish I got that on camera. It's like literally out of an Adam Sandler movie.
That's literally a social media guy. I wish I got that on camera.
Straight up though, like Adam Sandler giving you a knuckle sandwich. But
pretty iconic.
Probably
honestly.
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Is another one that was not staged, and he also threatened to hit me. I don't know if you saw. Both times I got Mike Tyson were not staged, but the first time was in St. Bart's and he was really fucked up and I fed him mushrooms. And then the second time was on the street and he had no idea who I was, completely forgot about me.
I saw that.
I was like, hey, my man, what do you do for a living?
Hey, get the camera. You don't remember me?
Mr. Mike Tyson, what do you do for a living?
I make the world very happy when they're in my presence.
That's what's up.
From St. Bart's? We were at the UNICEF event. What do you do for a living, guy? Ted Zhar. You ever see what I do for a living videos on TikTok?
Yeah, I think I see.
Do you mind if we do a quick one? Just one message to read. Love, happiness. Bring everything to you again. Skins.
And then I do a flashback to actually prove to people watching that I did meet him before, and it's a fully nice
all you
interaction.
care about is what the people think.
No, but like you're in this. I don't care what about people think. Actually,
Do you?
I'm very much like
Var. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
Barose. I don't care what people
Yeah,
think, but
he
I
looked
am
like
in the
he
game.
was gonna beat you up. Like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler seemed like a nice, like he was super nice compared to Mike.
Yeah. I mean, both of them are probably nice people, but it's like imagine you're just trying to
Like live your life and just
like
go to a
scoop of
restaurant
ice
and
cream
chill.
with your son, and then like the fucking
And
what do you
there's-
do for a living guy pops out of the bushes and like bombards you.
You're like you're like the paparazzi, but like this generation.
Modern day paparazzi. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like there's a part of you though that hates doing it.
There's a part of me that thinks I could do more. Now, I don't hate doing it. I do. I also don't really film that much anymore, and most of my stuff now is like collaborations. But
Yeah.
I don't hate doing it. I just think I'm meant for something else. I think I'm meant for something bigger.
What are you meant for, Ted?
I should be in TV and film and host my own podcast like you.
Why? Okay, you started a podcast and then you gave up on it.
Yeah, but
Why?
I'm starting a new podcast called the Pre-Game Podcast.
The-
It's going to be hosted in my apartment during a live pregame. Stay tuned.
What are you trying to be, Dave Portnoy? Wait,
Pork
so
me, Portnoy.
it's kind of cute.
That's going to be the name of my podcast.
What were we just saying? Sorry,
I don't know,
guys.
it's
I'm a
your
little bit drunk. I've been
podcast.
drinking all day.
What else is new?
No, I don't. I'm not normally like drinking all day, but I'm in New York and we're moving around. And the last spot was Cipriani. So you know what happens when you're at Cipriani by the bar?
I don't
You're
tell
drinking.
us.
You're drinking up
That's
because some
awesome.
Italian beside you is like, "You're Italian. I'm Italian." Here we are.
Isn't that where all the sugar babies go?
Is it? I don't know.
Right.
Is it? I mean, I feel like every location is different. So you tell me. I'm not from here. I wouldn't know.
I don't really seek sugar babies, but I feel like if I was to,
You would go to-
Cipriani would be a top 3 spot.
Wait, really?
Cipriani, Rocco's.
I thought they were a little bit classier than that.
Maybe the Chelsea Hotel.
Really? Okay, drop them all for all my girlfriends.
For all the girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, later
If
tonight,
you see me there, no, you didn't.
I'm gonna go to the Chelsea hotel to make 5 6-year-old men around you.
Babe,
later.
we need to move from the Cipriani. You got their numbers? Okay, great. Let's move to the next spot.
Where are you? Room 305, Chelsea Hotel.
Wait. No, you never go to the room. Are you kidding? A real sugar
How do you know
baby.
the rules?
No, a real sugar baby's not gonna go to the room of a guy. What the fuck? Why would you go to the room?
That's what you're paid to do, no? Well, can that be part of your job?
Wait, what do you mean it's what you're paid to do?
I'm sure for the right price.
No, but
a
I
sugar
actually
baby
think
will
there's
go to
like
your room.
no, I think there's like a misconception with all of that. They think that like the girl who like fucks the amount like who fucks every guy and is like around them and is gonna like do everything is gonna get the most things and be like the good sugar baby, but it's actually the girls who like are very smart and who won't go and like fuck the guy. Those are the girls who get the most sugar.
Because you want what you can't have, and then all the guys are like just like paying for them to come back.
Right. I think it's just like one, it's the chase. Two, it's like, ooh, I don't know if I can have her, and like, you know your worth, so you're not just giving yourself up.
Okay.
And so, it's like,
How do you know all this?
because I'm a girl. I live in this world. What do you mean? Hold on one second. Who was the first person who reached out to do a collaboration and was like, hey, you know, like Ed Sheeran is performing. It'd be nice if you showed up and took a video.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran was one of my biggest videos, and
I loved it. I think your personality really came through in that video.
Thank you. Like what specifically?
Don't get too happy.
Like what specifically about that video did you really
Just
like?
like your energy and the way you were like, oh, how tall are you? Like, I'm tall. I was like, okay, like whatever.
I actually didn't ask him how tall he was. That was all him. I was just like, what do you do for a living? And he's like, I stand next to show up people to make them feel bad about the height. And I'm like, wow, did that really just come out your mouth? What do you do for a living?
I stand next to short people to make them feel better.
Wow, thank you for doing God's work.
Yeah. I sing as well, so come.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. When parents have like really short kids and they want them to feel really tall,
Yeah.
they employ me to come in and I stand next to them and they look huge.
You're a lot taller on camera is what you're saying.
Totally. And I used to be a hobbit as well. Moonlight as a singer.
This is what you're performing tonight.
I'm performing at King's Theatre. I'm singing
Dancing with my eyes closed.
yes. Or you can drink your fancy ales, you can drink them by the flagon. But the only brew for the brave and true comes from the Green Dragon.
How does one dance with their eyes closed?
Badly, I reckon. But then no one's judging you. I was brought in to make you look tall.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah. Maybe you're actually like 5'4". He is tall.
My man. Thank you, man. I never was going to say this publicly, but you know what? I'm going to give you a little zhuzh to use for your freaking Snapchat thumbnails.
Thank you.
I never publicly said this about my Ed Sheeran video, but like, who cares? Before filming, like when I just met him.
Yeah.
I went to King's Theater in Brooklyn to meet him, and his publicist introduced me to him. She's like, Ed, this is Ted. He's going to ask you what you do for a living. And he literally said, can I say aggressive anal? So literally what came out of it, I'm like, what just came out of Ed Sheeran's mouth? And they're like, no, Ed, you can't say aggressive anal. He's like, okay, I'll make up something else then. I'm like, what a legend. I'm like, this guy's the fucking man you would never think. Like,
yeah.
You would think he's so like fluffy.
Because also his music doesn't scream that.
And your legs don't work like they used to before. Like, cry me a river, Ed. But like, he's actually the man.
Wait.
So I liked working with him. And yeah, he was like one of the first people
who like reached out and was like, well, it wasn't him who reached out, but.
His Atlantic Records, his record label reached out.
Yeah.
Like,
which is really good for you because after that, like, you know that was a collab, you know?
Yeah.
So
obviously.
after that, everyone else is going to start reaching out.
Yeah, it really did kind of like snowball into a lot of other brand deals. But, you know, like a lot of people didn't even think it was real. Like I had friends who were like, you know, that friends like know me very well from growing up.
Very well.
And know like I'm a schemer. And they're like, how the fuck did you scheme Ed Sheeran? I'm like, dude, how could I have convinced this guy to give me a tour of King's Theater before a concert?
How did they think that wasn't a collab?
People have too much faith in me, I guess. They're like, dude, what'd you just like find him on the street and convince him to take it to the theater? I'm like, yeah, that's what I did.
No, you know what I think it is? It's because they've known you your whole life.
Yeah.
So that's where it's a little bit.
But even
more.
that, like, even to have that kind of power, like, if I was that good, like, I don't think I'm that good. I don't think anyone who knows me even thinks I'm that good. But some people were like, wow, he's that good. I'm like, no, they invited me.
Yeah. So after Ed Sheeran, who was the next artist who reached out?
I think Demi Lovato. Did a video with Demi Lovato, and then then I just started rolling. Then I then Paris Fashion Week came around.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be so many celebrities there. Let me just fly
That
out
was
by
really
myself.
good. Yeah.
I manifested a lot of shit during that because I was like, if I go to Paris Fashion Week and I get a few viral videos, I'm sure the next Fashion Week they'll invite me. And literally went to Paris Fashion Week, got so many celebrities. The videos did so well. And then for Milan Fashion Week, Hugo Boss actually invited me to come down and do a whole shoot where I saw you and we went together.
Yeah, we did. Wait, let's talk about that because actually Ted got me in. First of all, my best friend was styling for Hugo Boss. He was like, yes. And I was like, hello, well, I'm in Milan with you. Obviously, get me in. And he's like, I'm trying so hard I can't. And then who was my second option? I was like, perfect. Ted's in town. You pulled through.
I'm down to be your second option. I think being your second option is like more than people's first option.
But wait, I was your second option.
So we're on the same page then?
Yeah, well, we're definitely on the same page. Do you remember?
I had another date?
Yeah.
She bailed on
you
me?
had another date? Guys, we're in Milan. I'm showing up to Hugo Boss. I'm like, how am I getting in here? I'm like, okay, Ted said he put me on the list. So I show up, I'm in front, and then you text me and you say this name. And I was like, I gave you a different girl's name
You gave me
a different girl's name to
Wow.
say, and I was like, wow, how desperate am I to get in Hugo Boss? Desperate. So I'm like, great.
I am now Erica.
I am now Erica. So I get to the door and I literally said the girl's name who ditched you, which I'm sure you're sad about.
I don't even remember like who that was.
Really?
All I remember was us and how much fun we had.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, but
Maybe too much fun.
I was the second option.
Hey, sometimes second options turn into first options. Sometimes it turns to fifth options. We'll see how it goes.
Definitely fifth options.
Yeah.
So I get in. I'm so happy I find you. I'm like, great. Somebody I know here in Milan who doesn't, who speaks English. So great. And then you see Naomi Campbell. Do you remember that? That was
and Burna Boy.
And Burna Boy. They were sitting.
I posted that.
They were sitting together, and you're like, hold on, Alessia, I need to go and interview them. Like, should I do it? I'm like, go, 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 go. Anyway, you went, and I took a video of you going up to them.
Oh, you got my
I got the
scenes.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, how did it look?
I didn't get a good video. It's
What'd
not
you
good.
say? I went to Brazil before that.
So what happened? Okay, so you go up to them because I didn't really see. Like I was like next to you, but I didn't see. I think I was just so like, oh my God, like where's my best friend right now? Like I was focused on a lot of things.
That's what you consider us?
Yeah.
You just-
No, not
just
you.
friends with
Like
me?
my best friend was there.
Right.
Mirko.
Yeah, the miracle.
The
Yeah,
Miracle.
He's the man.
Yes.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Great stylist, by the way. Shout out Mirko. He should be
Yes.
your co-host, by the way. After that last
I know,
episode,
he's so good.
He's really funny.
He's really funny, and
Yeah.
and everyone writes to me and they're like, please, but he doesn't want
Letters?
to do it.
They write letters to you?
Yeah, they write letters. They write letters. Okay, so you went up to Naomi. What did you say? What do you do for a living? Oh my God.
Great guess.
You
I was
really-
close, but I was like, what's your body count?
No, what did you
She's
actually
like,
say?
just Burna Boy. And then Burna Boy's like, mine's 5,000.
That's what's up. You the man. You too, Naomi. What makes you a boss?
She gets the whole me.
Mine's 5,000. No, I was like, yeah, like, what do you do for a living? And I think she's like,
my daughter.
yeah. Well, I asked Burna Boy what he does for a living. And he's
I'm
like,
a mother.
No, he's like, I sit next to Naomi Campbell. Meanwhile, he has no shirt on. He's like, there's 5 mega chains, no shirt, jacked as hell. And he's like, I sit next to Naomi Campbell. What a beast. Probably got some from.
She doesn't
Hardly to-
age, first of all. Like, I don't know what's going on, but she doesn't age.
Would you go, Les, for a night with Naomi?
I mean, she's very, very gorgeous.
She really is. She's stunning.
She's stunning. She doesn't age.
Black
But I
don't
feel like
crack.
black people don't age.
Black don't crack.
And
Asian
Asians
don't
also.
raisin.
Yeah, here we go. And what about
And
Italian?
Russian.
What do they say about Italians?
Italians keep the stallion.
Italian.
And Russians always crushing. Ukraine.
So you posted that though right away, but did you have to get approval from boss because they like sent you there?
Yeah, of course. They flew me out there. I mean, they pay me to interview their guests. So, yeah.
How much did they pay you to go?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I want to know. I want to know what I'm getting involved
If you
with.
tell me how much you will probably make off this episode on Snapchat, I'll tell you how much Hugo Boss
I wouldn't
made.
know. You'd have to actually give me good viral content for me.
What's
to tell
your
you.
most highest earned video?
Chris Brown.
You interviewed Chris Brown?
No. I interviewed Tanya, who went to Chris Brown's house, and that went viral. Also, I interviewed a girl who was talking to Drake, and that did really well. The celebrity shit just hits. It slaps.
So how much? How much does Snapchat pay you?
Like per month? I don't really want to say that on here, but I can tell you after.
No, but like if you...
I'm not saying it on here.
So just cut it out. Cut it out when you edit it.
No, just ask me after.
Well,
you're
asking
on
me
Snapchat.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay,
curious
wait.
how much other Snapchat creators are getting paid. You can just tell me one episode, your highest episode, not per month.
Wait, per month?
No, just your highest earned episode or clip.
Well, like, I see it per month, so...
That's true, because they're all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How do you
your
see it?
biggest
I'm
month.
like, wait, how are
Just-
you navigating this?
Just give me your
Snapchat?
biggest month, not per month, just your biggest
My
month.
biggest
What's that?
month?
That's crazy.
Wait,
wow.
you got more. You made more than me.
I've never made more than... That's incredible. I made about 10 G's to fly to Milan and shoot for Hugo Boss, and they paid for my flights.
Okay, nice. How was the room service?
Sick. That was also included. I was able to order whatever, whenever.
Really?
And it was in Italy. So I was getting
Wow.
gourmet.
Wow. Did Emily show up? Because I know she didn't show up to the Hugo Boss, but did she show up after?
Emily. Oh, Erica?
Erica, I don't remember her name.
I do.
I don't remember what name I had to say at the door.
I don't think I ever saw her. I don't even know if I ever
But
met
like,
her.
you posted a picture of us on your Instagram, and I was like,
We looked good.
as a guy, like, can you at least send it to me so that I can edit it? You know?
I don't think about these things.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
very,
I'm very.
Look at me. I'm 30 minutes late to shit. I just don't really think. I'm more of a doer, not a thinker.
I think that's every guy. You don't think too much, which is nice.
I think thinking is the root of all overthinking, and then it's the absence of action. Because if you think too much, you don't really take action. You might think of all the
Right.
mistakes, and then you just do it. Just go.
Yeah,
go,
don't
go,
think
go,
too
go.
much.
Yeah.
Don't think about it
Too much. I actually know every word to that song.
I feel
Both
like you know
verses.
every word to every song because you
Done
wanna
saying
be...
I'm done playing. Last time I was on the outro. Stuck in the house. Need to
Okay,
get out
wait,
more. I've been
hold
stacking
on.
up like I'm fundraising. Most people in my position get come places. I want to come places with star
No
girls
one
and they end
cares,
up on the
by the
front
way,
pages.
Ted.
I'm right with
No
that.
one cares.
Moment I saw having fun with
So
it.
you...
I'm listening.
Yeah. I basically met Ted because I was walking in Soho, as one does when you're in New York City.
Soho.
And I'm walking and I'm like, wait, I think that's the guy. But I'm walking with my gay best friend. And then you do the classic, what do you do for a living? And I'm like caught off guard.
Doesn't it roll off the tongue just so well? What do you do for a living?
Yeah. How do you say that in French?
ASMR. What do you do for a living?
How do you say that in French?
Oh, you really do see my videos.
No, it's because I
Right,
speak
because you're
French.
from Montreal. Well, my last video that's going super viral right now is some professor at Northwestern, and I'm like, "What do you do for a living?" He's
I
like,
think
"I
I
teach
saw it.
French in Northwestern." I asked him how to say it in French, but I completely forgot what he said. Ah, tu cheval. I don't
By the way,
fucking know.
those are the best videos. They seem the most natural and like casual. It doesn't look like you were actually trying to film. It looks like you just popped out your phone and you were like, wait, maybe. You know what I
That's
mean?
exactly what happened. I was just sitting and I
But
saw.
I think a lot of times people can really tell when it's like staged or when you're like in their face, like, what do you do for a living? And when you're just like, wait, this might be good.
French?
Yeah.
How do you say "What do you do for a living" in French?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie?
Qu'est-ce que vous faites pour la vie?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais
Qu'est-ce que tu fais
dans la vie?
dans la vie?
Oui.
And what should people know about the French language?
It's hard. I
It
think
is,
it's
I
one
would-
of the hardest ones to learn.
I'm a sponsored baby, duh.
You guys know I don't leave my house without taking my Magic Mind shot. It's a productivity shot, so it helps a boost of energy and focus, procrastination, and really just elevates your mental clarity. So let me show you exactly how I drink it. So I'll take cashews and soak them in a bowl for about 4 hours. Take it out, put it in the blender with some dates, salt, fill up the water to the top of the blender, and mix it in with my Magic Mind. And guys, it tastes so freaking good. This doesn't need to be a replacement for coffee, but coffee kind of brings you high and low, where this stabilizes you for the entire day. So you definitely need to add this into your everyday. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna head on to Magic Mind. They have packages with 15 bottles or 30, depending on you. And you know, because I always come with the discounts, thank me later. Use my code XPodcast20 at checkout to get 48% off your first subscription for the next 10 days, Or if you're just trying it out for the first time, but I promise you, you'll get hooked, you can use it for a 20% off. But just remember, over time, the subscription is always better. Enjoy.
The ex you keep coming back to.
I've been trying to show my face more.
Why?
I guess I want to be recognized. I don't know. Maybe
Really?
it's subconscious. I don't know. It's another element I'm trying. I've always been behind the camera. Like, you know, I'm not like a bad looking guy. So like maybe like if people saw my face, it could lead to more opportunities.
In the model industry?
Yeah, maybe modeling, maybe acting, you know, maybe commercials.
I feel like you're very.
I think you need to show yourself.
What do you want? What do you want to be? Because I know you're creating this whole following, but you don't actually want to spend your entire life asking people what they do for a living.
No, that's why I had that acid revelation in Australia.
Oh
remember?
my God. Okay, guys. So I follow Ted,
I wasn't
obviously.
actually on acid, though.
I don't know what you were on, but I was like, oh God, he's going through a crisis right now. Basically, Ted started posting on it, which is kind of embarrassing. Like, because then you went back to asking people what they do for a living. So it's like maybe just don't post that.
It's like coming out of retirement. It's like
Okay,
Tom
wait,
Brady gets more press when he retires and then comes out of retirement.
Right. He also gets better with age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Wait, would you hook
You
up
don't
with a
stand
guy?
a chance.
The fuck?
Like Tom wouldn't look twice at you.
Wow. That's
yeah.
so nice
Do I have
of
a better
you.
chance with Tom than you? Probably.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I can actually.
Are you calling Tom Brady gay?
Let's just say I could catch a football.
Oh my God. I guess you're good with balls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were we just talking about before we got off?
Tom Brady.
No, before Tom Brady.
Oh,
Australia.
Yeah.
So Ted posts this whole rant on Instagram, which is fucking embarrassing. And he's like, you know, I realize that I'm not going to be doing what do you do for a living, right? Is that like more or less what you were saying? You're like, I'm over it. And my girlfriend, who I used to film the podcast with, Veronica, she went to Australia. You know, she went through her crisis. So when you posted that and you were in Australia, Veronica sent it to me and she's like, oh God, Ted's going through what I went through. And then after that, I saw you continue to post, what do you do for a living? So I'm like, okay, he got back from Australia. He landed in New York and he was like, what did I say?
He realized he's a one-trick pony.
He realized that, look, I know it makes money. I know it's working and I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically it. It's like what I'm most known for. It's why people follow me. And I obviously kept getting opportunities to ask people what they do for a living. So, you know, it's like phone keep calling. I'm going to keep working. Like, so if people want me, if people are going to pay me to ask that question, I'm not going to stop fucking asking that question. But eventually, I will turn it into something else.
If people watching don't realize that your true passion is rapping by the end of this episode, then like there's something wrong.
That too, like I want to make music.
Not that too. That's always been your thing.
Yeah, you've heard my songs, right? What do you think of my songs?
Oh my God. Sorry. Please let's not get into your songs.
Larry
There's something about
David?
like mommy washing the dishes. I remember listening to one in
Raymore
Milan.
Flanagan.
Wait.
Hi, I'm Ted. I work for Raymore and Flanagan. I'm 36. Got my entire family panicking.
Wait, no, that's not the one I heard. That's not the one you showed me.
I probably showed you Larry David. Where you like, there's like a part where it's
Mama or something. Something about mama washing the dishes or something.
Oh yeah, it's Raymore and Flanagan. It's the beginning of the song. I'm like, oh hello, oh what up, mom?
Oh my God,
you want me to
please
wash
play
it?
it.
Want me to fold the dishes and sweep the carpet? Sure, I'll be done in a second. Hi, I'm Ted. I work for Raymore and Flanagan. That's the song. I'm not playing it. Just go on SoundCloud and listen to Raymore and Flanagan.
No one's going on SoundCloud.
You'd be surprised.
It was
That's
so
600 plays.
It was so bad, and I was like, oh my God, I don't.
You're
know.
the only person that doesn't think it's good. That says more about you than me.
Really? There's 600 people, so 1 out of 600 is.
Then why would they listen to it?
Yeah, because you force them, because they're your friends. They have no choice but to listen to it.
No, it went viral.
You know, you told your mom shared it with all her friends, especially in the Jewish community. It's like, look at my son.
I'm about to hit you with this beer. You should actually start doing crazy shit like that. Like tell me, like, Ted, throw this on me. That would go so viral. You would do that for 40K a month on Snapchat.
100%. I think it would make more.
Let's do it.
No, please. I'm going out to dinner after this.
See, that's the type of shit I would want to happen on my podcast. Because then you can make the thumbnail like, guest throws beer at me and storms out of the
Like, there's so many things you could do, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
too.
so down. Well, Steve Aoki, I can get him on and he can do that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
He was like writing to me, and I'm like, hey, like, can you come on my podcast? He's like, I'm just trying to hook up with you.
Right.
I don't want to come on your podcast.
Did he literally say that?
No, but like, I'm also not an idiot. Like, I feel like I'm very aware. Like, I know what's up.
I mean, yeah, most men probably don't just want to be friends with you. Unfortunately, does that get hard?
Why? We're friends.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, most men. I'm not like most men.
Oh, you're different. What makes you different than most men besides being Jewish?
Most men definitely aren't Jewish because we're like 1% of the world. But what makes me different than most men?
Yeah.
I could run a lot faster than I look.
Okay.
I don't think most men can run as fast as me.
Okay. How is that beneficial for a girl?
I guess like if the feds were on our ass and like we had no car.
Why is the feds on our ass?
Because we robbed.
You didn't find a way to make money legally?
And we robbed the bank. And then we have to run because I didn't have
You
enough
know,
money to afford a car.
I feel like there was a time in life where it was like fun to be with like an illegal guy or like a gangster. Now it's like you're actually a loser if you haven't found a way to make money legally.
100%.
Right? Wait, are we agreeing on something today? That's so nice.
Yeah, I think security is the sexiest thing ever.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just so lucky I'm rich.
Are you?
I'm on Snap too.
So why aren't you going to the Hamptons this weekend? July 4th?
Ooh, did you hear that? It's a great question.
That's a great question.
I don't think
You didn't buy your air mattress yet.
Yeah, I just don't think I'm like cool anymore. You know, no one invited me. I didn't set up a house. I just don't think like
Why didn't
people
you
like
set up
me.
a house?
Because it's a
Well,
lot
you're
of work and
also
it's really
you're
expensive.
also not the type to be like, I'm gonna buy a house even if I could get it.
I would never get a house solo. I did get a house with friends 2 weekends ago in the Hamptons, and it was a lot of fun.
Really?
But I just like with July 4th weekend specifically, everybody is like trying to be in the Hamptons and like doing different houses. That like, I was just not trying to be part of that whole movement. Like I kind of like just like when things fall in my lap.
Yeah.
And
you go with the flow.
Go with the flow. And the Hamptons didn't fall in my lap this weekend. But I'm going to fucking Kind Music tomorrow, and then
Ew.
Ew.
I can't.
Why are you saying ew?
I just like I can't with these like festivals, these music festivals.
Oh well, I feel you on that, but Kind Music.
No, you
is gonna
don't.
be
I feel like
sick.
you're always
No,
at
no, no.
those festivals.
I feel like I get like a weird perception. I'm a very low key guy.
Very low key.
I really don't get.
Are
out
you
that
low
much.
key? You literally go up to people and you're like,
I
"Oh, I'm
literally
Zhar. What do
Dude,
you do
I'll
for
like
a living?"
steal videos and like pictures off Google and like act like I'm in a place. It's just so people think I'm cool. Like perception is reality.
Yeah.
It's getting weird. This guy's instead of a word all night. Hamptons are also like a little overrated.
I've never been. I don't know. It's my first time going to Montauk.
Me going to Montauk is like you going to like, I don't know, Montreal. Like what's like the Hamptons of Montreal? Is there
Like Estoril, I would say.
Okay, there you go. It's like me going to
Estoril.
It's like you going to Estoril. I grew up in New York. I've been going to the Hamptons every summer since I was a kid.
No,
so
for
it's like,
sure.
So I'm like, I don't need to go.
Like because you didn't go for July 4th, you're not going to die.
Yeah. Plus July 4th.
But
is
like
the
you
most
did, I do
overhyped.
recall. I have in my text you saying, "Hey, if the place you're staying at is okay with me bringing an air mattress."
Because I'm a sucker for.
You're a sucker for a scene.
No, I'm a sucker for FOMO.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad.
Ladies, when you're looking for your man, make sure that he's not a guy who's like has FOMO. I think that's actually such a good thing to look out for. You don't want a guy who feels like he needs to like be places. You want him to be comfortable with like just being.
No, don't.
So don't go for Zhar.
It's Zhar, not Azar. I think you're getting
Zhar.
confused with like Bath Lazar, which is a restaurant.
I love it. So good.
But I have no problem just like chilling at home and doing absolutely nothing. That's literally what I pray for. So me not going to the Hamptons July 4th is such a relief because I don't have to deal with like all the bullshit and like the places. Like people try being at everything in the Hamptons.
But wait,
you have to be at the best lunch. You have to be at Surf Lodge.
I'd want to be at Surf Lodge for sure.
All the shit. But then it's like I'm still gonna be drinking all weekend too. I'm just ready for like.
Well, you're going to Kind
family.
Music.
Yeah, Kind Music
Wait,
on Thursday.
how old are you?
I just turned 29.
Oh, really? And you're ready to start popping out babies?
Well, I wouldn't do the popping out. That's why I want a lot of kids.
Yeah. How many kids do you want?
Like at least 3. At
Okay.
most 6.
Okay. Well, clearly you're not popping the babies.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
I need maybe a few bakers of the dough. If you
yeah,
know
well, you're gonna either need to be an Andrew Tate and start having several wives if you want 6 kids.
That's what I mean.
Or
he doesn't have wives though. He just has bakers of the bread.
Really? I thought he was like.
I don't think that guy's married.
I think that guy's married.
There's no way that government is involved in his marital status.
Yeah,
There's
you're
no
right.
way.
You're right. You don't think he's ever gone married?
I'm sure he's had. I just think he has baby mamas. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
He's also said he has 3 baby mamas, so maybe
No, he has more than 3 baby
Really?
mamas.
Would you
He
get
wants
with him?
25 kids. Are you out of your mind?
I feel like he's a good-looking guy.
Are you out of your mind?
If no one found out, would you go with
Are
Andrew
you
Tate?
out of your mind? Like,
No
what do
one
you
knows.
think of me? Like,
No, like one night. Like just like one night.
excuse
Let's
me?
settle. And he's not just bald. He's big, jacked, famous,
Not
rich. It's not like he's just a bald guy.
Not my type.
I feel like if Andrew Tate worked some like,
No, there's
listen here, honey,
there's
you're gonna come into my Bugatti and I'm gonna fuck you. You would like maybe go for it.
there's literally no chance. There's no chance. But I do respect him, and I agree with a lot of shit he says. To be honest,
Yeah, same.
I agree. I
kinda
think
fell off, though.
I think a lot of like women want to agree, but it's just like it's like the harsh reality, and like there's certain things that like I don't agree with, like having several wives. Like there's a lot of things I don't agree with, but like I think a lot of things he says hits so hard because it's actually true.
Like what?
Oh my god, there's so much.
Don't you love when they just put you on the spot?
No, I can answer. There's a few things.
I'll get while you're stalling, I'll tell you my favorite thing that he says. He talks a lot about how like he's a big intermittent faster. He's a big like one meal a day kind of guy. Him and his brother. It's like I have to sneeze. And
Sneeze.
it's not coming.
That's what she said.
Damn, story of my life. So he's like big on like, what, you wake up in the morning and you haven't killed anything? Like you're not allowed to eat. And I actually agreed with that. Like, cause like we grew up as like hunters and gatherers, and our ancestors like actually had to like hunt for food, and until you hunt and killed something, you wouldn't be able to eat, and that's evolutionary, right?
Yeah.
Like, but nowadays with fast food and Uber Eats and just like food everywhere, like people are, and that's why this is the most obese country in the world, because like it's just so convenient to eat at all times. But in reality, intermittent fasting is the key to life.
Oh, if you want to
Cold
lose
therapy is the
weight,
key
that's
to life.
what you do. No, but I think
it's not even losing
there's
weight.
so many things I stand for, but one thing is like I feel like he turns a lot of boys into men. And like obviously if you're not like ready to hear that shit, it's just going to go over you and you're going to be like, "Oh, fuck him, fuck," and then it's like you're a pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like not the type of guy I would ever go for anyway. So it's like it's okay, but like I think he shaped a lot of boys into men. Like get up and fucking make money, like figure it out.
Yeah.
I think in a society where everyone's kind of trying to like make men pussies, he like kind of is the, I don't know, spokesperson for
Exactly.
like, you know?
Yeah, I like him. I like him in that regard.
Yeah, in that regard. What regard do you not like Andrew Tate?
I guess like human trafficking.
You believe he actually human trafficked
No,
women?
the Matrix got to him, and I don't know.
I actually think that he's so smart, and he always knew he was going to be famous. He's been trying for so long. You think he's going to go and human traffic women knowing that he's trying to get famous for all these years? I think he's a little bit smarter than that.
Well, maybe
did he create a whole like, you know, scheme and have women behind it and like talk to men and extract money for? Absolutely, but that's not human trafficking. That's like me dealing with a pay pig who's like, "Give me your money," and I'm like, "Okay." I'm the Andrew Tate behind being like, "Okay, my e-transfer is."
Are you still doing that shit with pay
What do you mean?
pigs?
Am I still doing that? Like, it's like imagine like someone is in your DM saying, "Hey, like I want to send you money." Like, am I still doing that? Like, am I still accepting money from people who are giving it away? Yeah, I'm taking the money.
Do you think that makes you a pig yourself?
No. But I think like it is a little bit fucked up. And like I told my mom and she's like, "That's not who you are." Like my mom really freaked out. She's like, "We raised a better daughter." I'm like, "Okay, but mom, if the pay pig's not giving me the money, he's giving it to Brittany. So like, shouldn't I just accept it?" My mom is not for it.
Well, you know, they say bears make it and pigs get slaughtered.
I love a good pig.
I think you like a good piggy bank.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because those videos really went viral, and it's really fucked up because people would write in comments like, but don't you have any morals? Like, this is disgusting. This is the problem with 2024. And I'm like, no, I agree. Like, I'm here like, no, I agree. Like, I guess it doesn't happen for men.
What?
Where like girls are like, let me send you money. Or have you? Or like maybe men who would be like, oink, oink.
Girls definitely don't send me money. That being said, I definitely spend too much money on girls.
Really? I feel like you're cheap though.
Because I'm Jewish?
Yeah. Not just because of that,
So
but like.
you are racist.
No.
I'm definitely not cheap, actually.
Really?
I wish I was cheap. I used to be very cheap when I had no money, but I think I was just broke.
Yeah.
And now that I have a little bit of coin, I'm definitely not cheap. I'm a feminist. I believe the man should pay.
Yeah.
And I definitely paid too much. But, hopefully it comes around. Hopefully I have some good karma from that.
Yeah. So can we talk about dating for this last 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Who are you seeing these days?
Drake, apparently.
Yeah, well, tell me someone I don't know.
Oh my God. No, like, can we stop?
You're trying to get married, though, you said, right?
Yeah, no. I'm 28. At 30, I'm half off. So I have like 2 years.
What? Oh, you're half
It was
off?
a joke. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like you're 50% off now?
Yeah. At 30?
Like,
yeah.
so you're gonna
No,
settle
not him
for
laughing.
so you're gonna settle for discounted men. Is basically
No, I'm saying I need to
or
hurry up. I need to be like,
But that's a good point you make. I never thought about it that way. Are you 50% off compared to like 20-year-old Alessia?
you know what's
Probably.
weird?
Probably. Let's be real. Probably.
Well, I made a joke, but if we're gonna actually get into it, I think that I'm actually like better off now than at 20.
That
But-
doesn't matter.
But in the male's like view,
Yeah.
I'm definitely half off.
You're half off. So does that mean you're gonna settle for
No,
a half off man?
no. I think I've come to the realization that
Then
like
who's gonna buy you? If
no
you're
one's
50
buying me.
If you're 50%
No one's.
off.
It's a joke.
No, there might be some truth to that. There's truth in every joke. That's what makes jokes funny.
Yeah, but you didn't
50%
laugh.
off of the investment.
Yeah.
So, like, do you think that now you have to look for men who are looking at you as 50% off or 100%?
Oh my God, definitely
No one wants
not.
to be retail. No one ever buys anything retail. No one's buying
No.
shit. You don't want the guy who's buying you at 100% face value. That guy could, like, buy
No.
anything at face value. You
Right.
should go for the guy that wants to get you at 50% off.
Definitely
the cheap
not.
Jew. that's
No,
looking
no,
to
no,
have
because
a
somebody
good deal,
who
a
gets
good
you at
deal.
half off will never respect you. Because when you get
No,
something,
you got it all
No,
wrong.
no.
It's like, oh my God,
Because-
that's such a good deal. I have to make the most of this.
absolutely not.
Think
You,
about buying a
you don't
TV.
respect something when you get it half off. When you actually have to work for it and get it at full price, you respect it more.
My TV in my apartment, I got off 50% off on Amazon Prime Deal Day. It's the best TV I've ever had. I respect the hell
It's
out
the
of it.
best
I kiss
TV
it every
you've
morning.
ever had
I watch it
from
every day.
other 50% offs
It was
from
the-
what you had. But what if you had the creme de la creme? That 50% off TV wouldn't be as nice.
I
Yeah,
think- I
you
think-
can just say speechless.
I mean, I think you could get the creme de la creme at 50% off if you just wait long enough. Like
No,
when it turns 30
I think
or
the
something.
creme de la creme never goes 50% off.
You know, it doesn't go 50% off. Men, so great. We get past 100%. It's crazy. It's like
Wait, have you ever split a bill with a girl or let a girl pay? I feel like you have, definitely.
it's been.
By
a
the way,
long
this shit
time.
goes viral all the time, so give me your best take.
When I was
Wait, hold on. Ted, have you ever split 50-50 on a dinner?
when I was younger, yeah,
How old?
and like with my girlfriends, like serious girlfriends.
Oh wow, serious and still splitting. Got it. They
Not
committed.
like-
They committed to you, and you're still splitting. That's
Don't make it-
honestly like I get why they didn't work out.
I like how you chose your words there. I wouldn't say still splitting because that would make it seem like I was splitting from the beginning.
Yeah.
What I meant by that was like when I'm dating somebody, I'm always paying in the beginning because like
In the beginning. Wow.
yeah, because like like how else are they gonna like me? There's nothing else to
Yeah.
show for.
I mean, yeah.
So I'll split in the beginning, but then like once it's serious, like yeah, here and there, it's fucking pay for my lunch or split it like here and there. But like 95% of the time, I'll pay no matter what point in the relationship.
Is it just to show like the girl is like invested and like she likes you?
exactly?
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just feel used.
Yeah. I don't think Andrew Tate agrees with that.
Andrew Tate's also like a self-proclaimed billionaire, so I don't care what he agrees with. Like I don't have as much money as him.
Yeah. But is it about the money or is it about like the moral?
Both.
Okay.
But if it is about the morals, then the girl should pay sometimes.
Why?
Well, like why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't girls pay?
I always say it's not about like, oh, we're going out to dinner, I'm gonna pick up. It's like doing cute things to remind your partner that you're like in it. So like, you know, like getting popcorn if you go to a movie, like doing cute things to be like, baby, like here, you know.
If the girl does
like
a lot
here,
of
like boom, like I'm paying dinner. Like I also don't want to embarrass myself at a restaurant and like be looked at weird. Like pay the fucking dinner.
Yeah, of course. And just Venmo request them later.
Oh my god, if that happens, drop him.
No.
Imagine like oh my god. Why do I feel like that's something that's happened?
No.
No, I'm cringing. I can't.
How do you feel? Let me ask you a question.
Yes. 2 minutes left.
I would never do that to a girl, but what if you were out with your girlfriends and your boyfriend? Would you expect your boyfriend to pay for you and your girlfriends?
Absolutely. And my ex has always done that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean?
Are you just saying this for clout?
I'm not saying that for clout. My ex would always pick up the bill if I was with my friends.
But that doesn't make it right. Just because your ex did it, great for your ex. Good for him. What a legend for that.
He was Jewish, so I don't know. Clearly he wasn't cut from the same cloth.
But like in general, like, do you think the man should pay for? You could then invite infinite friends.
I think so, yeah. I think if you know I'm out with my friends and you choose to come, then you know you're covering the bill. At that point, if you don't want to pay the bill, don't come out. Let me be with my friends.
But if the man wasn't there, you and your friends would have split the bill, right?
Yeah,
so
but like, do you know how like embarrassing that is that like he's there and like my girlfriends are paying when like you came and decided to like pop up? Absolutely not. Stay home.
I don't think that I was like aligning it that way. It's not like, what if like you were just like, what if you were going out to dinner and then you ask, can I bring my two friends? And then he's like, yeah. It doesn't have to be like he's begging you to come to dinner with your two friends already. Like, I don't know. Like,
no, I expect him to pay.
No matter what. If he's present, doesn't matter how he got there. If he's present,
he needs to pay. If I'm going out with my girlfriend.
For you and him, what are your girls doing for him? Why would he pay for your girlfriends?
You're
Are they all sucking his dick after? Like,
but it's just like, it's the moral. I think it's just like an ick to watch like your man be there and like watch your friends pay while like he's there. Like, it's just an ick. And I'm telling you, most girls feel this way. They might not say it. You're right,
and that's the unfortunate thing about this society.
Yes.
You know you're right.
No, I know I'm right, and like a lot of times I say
shit,
and like people will come at me. And
we're really just saying that all girls are just looking for a rich guy.
I mean, why? How do I say this?
At the end of the day, that's the number one quality that you're looking for in a man, like wealth.
Well, why would a girl not want to be with a guy who's like stable?
There's a difference between being stable and
like
paying for
it's
everything.
Like saying, hey, I woke up today and I decided I wanted to be poor. Like, why would no one want to have a better life?
That's not what I'm saying. I agree. Everyone should have. But then are you saying like girls should rely on a guy?
No,
money?
I'm never saying girls should rely on a guy. I think girls should still do their own thing. But I think if a guy comes into their life, they need to be at a stage where like they're adding to it.
I agree. Last question. Do you think that a girl with like no job or some like fake job bullshit who just like has like a rich husband or a rich boyfriend, that guy should be paying for everything and the girl could do whatever she wants?
Absolutely. That's probably their agreement. She's like more in her nurturing energy. She's like raising kids. Like, yeah.
If she's at home raising, cooking, cleaning, the whole shebang, yeah. But I think most girls aren't like that.
Okay, so I think
most girls just want to be taken care of.
100%. And like I have a girlfriend who like wants all that treatment, but then she's not ready to be like the stay-at-home mom. And I think that's where it's like, well, no.
Gotta bring something to the table.
You gotta bring something to the table. I think that's the biggest misconception. Like if you're like my mom and dad, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, but like she was like, yeah, my dad was working and bringing in the dough, but my mom was also, truthfully, like she had the harder job. You know what I mean? Like dealing with 3 kids, and like I feel like that gets overlooked a lot of times, you know? It's like, oh, well, what does she do? She doesn't work. And it's like, well, she actually did more than my dad did. I mean, it's a teamwork, but like we always overlook like a mom who's like a stay-at-home mom, but it's like it's very hard to do that. Yeah. Can't even take care of myself. I can't imagine when my mom was like taking care of 3 kids, no nanny. Like
it's insane.
You know? So I think like you have to, it's a give and take. So if you're gonna be the girl who demands like everything from their husband, then you also, you know, you have to know what your role is. You're going to be doing laundry and dishes.
Yeah, I agree. Then it's more 50-50.
If you want to not do those things and still want that life, then like good luck.
Yeah. I just think most girls think the guy should pay for everything. Meanwhile, they kind of do nothing. And if they make their own money, they never spend it.
Yeah, no, I still think like my money is my money and our money, my husband's, is
Our money,
Our
aka
money,
your
yeah.
husband's money. Wow, what a life.
Yeah.
And girls, so then girls should not complain if that's the case.
Basically, girls
It's
have
really
a hard life as it is, and like we both deal with different things, but overall we're a powerhouse together. And yeah, Ted, this was great.
So you want to get married?
I do want to get married.
Not like to each other.
Oh, no, you're gonna marry a Jewish girl.
You convert.
Yeah, but you want to be with someone who's Jewish.
But like if you convert, then I'm with someone who's Jewish.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and I think that makes me more Jewish actually if I convert, because I really know what's up.
Yeah, you really know.
But a lot of
what's up.
times when the girls convert, like you don't even know who your girl is anymore because she becomes so invested in it. Anyway, that's a whole other.
And you'd be learning about the religion while you're converting, which is more than I know about it. So
Exactly.
Maybe you could teach me.
And
a
I'm
few
gonna be
things.
putting in laws that you're like, wait, like relax.
Yeah.
I didn't even have this in my childhood.
like women should pay for
Cheers.
dinner.
Thank you so much for coming on 30 minutes late with McDonald's, but you came.
Thanks for having me. Great time. Good podcast you run here. It's a hell of an establishment.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
What is that, water?
No, it's black cherry.
Oh, why is it so clear?
You're listening to the X Podcast.